Hi, hello, Jess here. Welcome to Foxtails, a show where I make cocktails and call them Foxtails. Mostly because I can, if I'm being honest. Since it's officially October, that means it's officially time to drink all the autumn fall things, and I made this Apple Brandy Gin Fizz just for you, mostly for me. But you can also try it if you want. So now you're probably wondering, like, what do I need to make this drink? That's why you're here. Give me a second. I'll show you. That's next. As far as tools that you're gonna need a cocktail shaker of some kind. I really like this one, mostly just because it's pretty. Is it the most effective? No. Is it the coolest looking? Yes. So it's on Amazon. Then you're gonna need something to measure your ingredients with. A well-balanced cocktail. It's actually important to measure your ingredients so it tastes the same every time. Of course, you can just get a jigger like this. This is the most common thing. Again, you can find it on Amazon. A citrus squeezer of some kind so that we can get nice, fresh citrus in our drinks. A fine mesh strainer to strain out all of the little pulp that we get from the fresh juice that we're straining. Tongs for your ice if you don't want to use your hands, but also you can just use your hands. Let's be honest. A peeler of some kind in order to get a nice swath off of the lemon peel to finish the drink. And last but not least, we have to drink the drink out of something. No, that would be a champagne flute. So that's what we're gonna use here. It doesn't have to be this specific type. Any kind that you have will work. And now for the important part, the ingredients of the drink. Can't have a drink without ingredients, Jess. It's either important. The first ingredient is going to be gin. You can use a London dry gin or any gin that you have. I enjoy the Wild Roots brand just because they're local to the area and they make a really good product. But go with what you have. Next up is an Apple Brandy. This one is also local. It's Clear Creek, but again, use whatever Apple Brandy you have or that you can find locally. Then I have a homemade cinnamon simple syrup. This is super easy to make. It's just 2 parts sugar, 1 part water. Boil that down on the stove until the sugar is dissolved, and then put some cinnamon sticks in there until you get that nice cinnamon essence. You can smell it, and then you know you've got a nice cinnamon simple syrup, and this will last you for a while in the fridge. And then any Prosecco of your choice. I like these little split bottles, that way you don't have a lot left over because champagne, as we all know, goes bad pretty quickly once you open it. But if you're having a lot of people over, obviously get a bigger bottle. And then to top it off, just for some aromatics, we're gonna be using the Peychaud's bitters. This just gives a nice essence to the top of the drink, and you'll see what that means when we get to making it. You're gonna need the juice of about half of a lemon and some egg whites, which you can buy this already pasteurized in a carton. You don't have to actually use egg whites, but egg whites from your chickens on your farm also gonna work just fine. All right, now it's time to make the drink, because I'm assuming that's why you're here, to learn how to make drinks, obviously. First things first, grab your shaker, because this is where we're gonna build the drink. That's how you take the top off. It's very technical. If you don't make a face, then you did it wrong. All right, we're going to start with an ounce of gin. Equal parts brandy, an ounce of that. Come on, any day now. Then you're going to be getting half an ounce of the cinnamon simple syrup. The nice part is on most of these jiggers, you have the measurements on the inside to do all these different measurements. Got a half an ounce of the simple syrup, and then you get most of it in the glass is like an important part, but not all of it, because why would you do that? Why would you do that, Jess? Then you're gonna take a half an ounce of the egg whites. I measured this earlier. Put those in the drink. Then we're gonna add our juice from the half of a lemon, and this is actually what kind of cooks the egg whites and makes it safe for you to drink without cooking the egg. Not be awkward, Jess. Need to get a better knife. It's fine, everything's fine. I think in one of my videos, somebody told me that I was using a juicer wrong, and like, I didn't figure out the right way to do it, but the juice still came out, so like, I feel like we're good, it's fine. Whoever did that, I'm sorry in advance for you being mad about this video. There you go. The next step is going to be dry shaking your cocktail first. This is really important when it comes to egg white cocktails because this is what gives you that rich, foamy top to the egg white cocktails that people are looking for. So, put the top on. This one has a little bit of pressure. This isn't like the most professional shaker, I'm not gonna lie, but like I said in the beginning, it is the prettiest, so like, sometimes you gotta do it for the aesthetic, right? And now we shake. It's pretty simple. You'll see a bit of that like frothing and foam to start on top, and then you know that you're good to add the ice and cool the drink down. Now it's time to add the ice to the cocktail, shake again, and cool it all down. It's really important to actually use a decent amount of ice when you shake your cocktails. A lot of people end up not using a lot, but adding water content to cocktails is actually part of what makes it balanced. So you want to make sure that the ice goes above the ingredients before you start shaking. Look at me using tongs. I would never use my hands, ever. No. This is the proper way. One more. We're gonna leave that there, and then there is one more. Now time to add the top and shake one more time. You always shake a little bit longer than feels right. Do it for like 30 to 45 seconds on average. And now it's time to build the cocktail finally. So grab your champagne flute and let's pour that through the fine mesh strainer. This is where you catch any little ice particles or any pulp from the lemon. And then we're just gonna top it off with the Prosecco. This is a nice twist top. Of course, if you have a different bottle, you might be popping it in a much cooler way, but this doesn't have that effect. Pour that in right to the rim. Then you're gonna take your Peychaud's bitters and you're going to just put a couple of drops on the top, like so. That way when you take a drink of the cocktail, you get those aromatics and it helps with the whole flavor profile and combination. Last but not least, the lemon swath. Take your peeler, get a nice big swath of lemon. It's always nice to do it over the cocktail because then you're getting all that little citrus spray into your drink. And you're going to also take this piece and you're going to squeeze it onto the drink, twist it around the rim, and then drop that right in the side. And there you have it. Apple Brandy Gin Fizz. Did it. Thanks for joining me today for this fall-inspired foxtail. I hope you enjoy this Apple Brandy Gin Fizz, and if you try it, let me know in the comments. While you're at it, go ahead and like, subscribe, that way you get notified anytime I make a new video. I will be doing a fun Halloween-inspired October every Friday this month, so make sure to join us then. Until next time, I'll see you later. Go.